What's up, everybody? This is Bayou Boys here. I just want to talk about a couple things real quick. One, about this toxicity bullshit that keeps going on, and then on top of that, you got the 1.8.3 that just dropped out, the state of the game, and all the shit that's going on with that real quick. First off, about this toxicity thing, man, this shit's getting out of hand. For real, like I've got a little over 150 subs, and it's stupid. Alright, like, you got people coming into the streams and shit talking about how, oh, you're trash, oh, I'm not gonna sub to you, oh, you know, you're accusing everybody of using Cronus or all, some kind of shit like that, you know what I mean? This shit's getting way too out of hand. Like, if you have the audacity to take the time out of your day from you playing this game, from you doing whatever it is that you're doing, just to come into a small streamer, a small YouTuber stream, and say some negative shit just out of the blue, just either because you're mad because you've gotten bodied, or you're just mad about something that happened, you know, in the past or something. I don't know. Like, it's stupid. I mean, it shows that you really care, obviously, because I appreciate the views, but you're taking it way too far, yo. Like, I will leave you in the chat and let you entertain the rest of the chat, either all night or until one of my moderators takes you off. It just depends on what you say and how you say it. First off, you're not gonna bother me at all by coming into my chat or my stream and saying those things. So you're not gonna get any kind of reaction from me except for me saying you're fucking stupid. And I will state what I have to say, and if you don't agree with it and you want to say something smart afterwards, it's all GG's, because you're gonna get put out, and I'm just not gonna worry about it anymore. You make me feel happy by you coming into my stream and shit talking about it. I mean, the fact is like I said, I'm a measly little over 150 subs, so. Which means that you know who I am. You just don't want to hit that subscribe button. You might as well hit it. I mean, shit, you're already there. You're already in the stream. You're already talking. You might as well just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like or the dislike button. You know, help a brother out, since you're going to come into my stream and shit and just start talking. You're not going to get me to be toxic. You're not gonna get me to say some shit I don't mean. You're not gonna get me to, you know, get some kind of dumbass reaction from me, because that shit don't bother me no more. I'm way past that shit. I'm friends now with people that I couldn't stand back in the day, and we all had beef with each other and shit, yo. It's not gonna bother me. Like, for real. So, I mean, if you come into my stream and you talk a bunch of shit, it's just gonna show how stupid you look. Like, for real. It's gonna make you look to everybody else that's either in the stream or everybody that comes in and happens to scroll up to look. It's gonna show how arrogant and dumb you really are. Because they're gonna listen to my response, and everybody who watches me, I do appreciate y'all, because y'all know me. I'm not gonna fucking sit there and beat around the bush. I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, give you some pansy story. I'm gonna tell you how it is and the way I look at it, and if you don't like it, I mean, you just don't like it. I don't give a shit. You can try to change my mind, you know, some people will, but you gotta be fucking respectful about it, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting way too out of hand for these dudes to come into just random streams. Because in the past 3 days, I've gotten people in streams that I've been streaming that have never been there a day in their life, and that just so happen to look me up because they know exactly who I am. It's funny how many people know me, and I'm just a small streamer, and they still want to, like, come into my stream and talk shit. Like, it's not gonna bother me. I'm making this video just to let y'all know that this shit is getting stupid. Alright, and another thing is let's go in the building. Come on, Snow. Oh, I just can't even touch up on it anymore. Like, that's y'all give me something to laugh at every night by coming into the streams like that. I laugh, and I'm pretty sure half the people that watch me and shit laugh because it's funny to us. We're the guys who watch the stream, and a lot of them that subscribe to me and shit, they know me. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, yo. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. I'm not gonna sit here and be something that I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you like it is, and that's it. So don't be coming up into a small ass streamer stream just saying some bullshit, cause I'll kick you. I don't care. You can sub, you not sub. It's not gonna bother me, bro, like at all. And another thing, I had a dude last night come into this fucking stream saying that he wasn't gonna sub, like he had something else to do, you know? That's another thing, you know, that's stupid. You're just, like, that makes no sense to me. Like, I just can't even fathom why somebody would come into a stream and say that. But anyway, that's about all I'm gonna say about this toxicity shit, yo. This shit's gotta stop. This community's went straight to shit because of y'all. Just saying.
Nope.
Y'all either want cloud or y'all want something, yo. But other than that, whatever. Secondly, this 1.8.3 shit, I'm just gonna give you my rundown of it. So they're nerfing Striker, which in my opinion I don't believe needs to happen. And this update 1.8, I just started using Striker and just started getting used to it. But I don't understand why they would nerf it, considering that the only thing that was ever wrong with it was the shotguns, was the stacks that they gave you, and the auto aim with it. The auto aim made the Cronus and shit come in here and just fuck everything up. You know what I mean? Like, PvP players have been getting shit on since day one. Since every update, PvPers gotten just shit on. Alright? And if you've been PvPing this whole time, you know what I'm talking about. Like, on the real, like, we keep getting shit on. And the thing is that it's all these PvEers and shit that keep giving, wanting all these nerfs and shit, and it's fucking us up. Because they don't want to take the time out of their day or out of their time of playing the game and getting used to it. You know what I mean? We've been doing this shit since the game came out. Like, the fuck? And all you that PvE and shit, I'm not knocking on you. But if you're calling for a nerf on anything, yo, you need to check yourself. Alright? Because you're fucking up everybody else's experience. And what's gonna happen is that you're still gonna get fucking shredded. Either way you look at it. Alright? And we called it before. When you call for a nerf, anybody calls for a nerf, yo, they're gonna nerf the shit out of it. They're gonna nerf it into the ground. And let's be honest here, that's happened every update. Shotguns, any meta with the shotgun has just been stupid, though. You know, when they had Sentry, that was just a pain, you know what I mean? But everybody called for a nerf on it, and look, they nerfed it into the ground. Like, it's damn near, I mean, it's useful, but it's not as useful as what it used to be, you know what I mean? You can't do some of the shit you used to do with it. From the 2-tapping to the 3-tapping with Sentry and shit, to, I got rid of that. That was a shotgun map with Sentry.
Yeah.
Now lately they've gotten, Striker, the last update, Striker was a Super 90 in the sausage, and most of the people, some people did legit pop shot, but most of them, were using Cronus and shit, so that irritated everybody, so they called for something to be done about those two. Well, the way they made it sound was that they were going to nerf them, nerf shotguns in general, and take off the aim assist, but they never did. They left the aim assist on the fucking showstopper, and they took it off the other two. And this is the outcome of it. 1.8.2 is the outcome of it with the showstoppers and Cronus and all this glitched out, RPM shit. Alright. Now, I thought they were going to get rid of it on all shotguns. I didn't realize they were just going to keep it on one, you know what I mean? But hey, whatever. They did what they did. Just shit on us some more. But anyway, Striker, I believe they should have left them alone. Because it takes skill to get your stacks up to 100, to 90, to anywhere higher than fucking 60. You know what I mean? The way it is now with an AR or SMG, if you're going against somebody who's decent. Alright, if you can beam, you're grand, yo. If you could actually shoot, you're grand. If you know how to aim without that Cronus bullshit or without any extra help, you're golden. I mean, I shouldn't have to touch up anymore. It takes skill to use an AR or SMG or something like that to keep your stacks up above that level where you need it, or to that level where you need it just to melt somebody out. The shotguns kind of fucked that up because of the stacks that they gave you, but if they would have taken the aim assist off of it like they should have when they did the other shotguns, it would have been alright. But they didn't do that. They left it on there, and that's when the showstopper came into light, because nobody bitched about the showstopper in the beginning, because nobody ever used it. So that's where this whole everybody wants to nerf shit, but nobody knows how to actually use skill to keep their stacks up with this damn striker. Yes, the healing was OP and shit, but you had to have the skills in order to keep your fucking stacks up there to hit it. You know what I mean? Like, it takes skill to keep it up. And another thing I want to touch up on this fucking 1.8.3 bullshit. Excuse all the cussing, but this damn support station that they got going on right now. Like, the fuck? Why? Why would you touch that?
What?
Like, for what? What reason would you touch that for? That don't make no sense to me at all. Like, I understand that they wanted, you know, build diversity and all this shit to happen, but if they wanted that, in my opinion, they should have kept it at 1.7. Alright, 1.7 was the one update where you never knew what anybody was running. You know what I mean? It was a diverse shit, because you had all these hexos and shit come into play with the ninja bag and with all these other exotics. You know what I mean? Like, it was an update where you never knew what you were going up against at all. Unless you knew the pieces they had. I mean, that was only if you were looking at their shit before you actually went rogue or some shit like that, you know what I mean? But other than that, you had no idea what they were running. So if they want to build diversity, they should have left it there. They should have left it at 1.7 and just added on to it, you know? You didn't have to add in all these other classified gear sets and shit, you know what I mean? But they tried to do too much with it, in my opinion, and it jacked everything up without actually giving it a test run in general. But anyway, this station, as I was talking about earlier, I don't understand why they would touch that, because to begin with, there's sets out there. I know, like I said earlier, they want diversity, but there's sets out there where the bonus of it is every 3,000, you know, stamina. For instance, like the Pred Mark and the Striker. Every 3,000 stamina, you get, you know, so much of a bonus. That's the way they set it up. They set it up, not us, not anybody else. They set it up that way. So that leaves you with no skill power, because you're gonna want that extra damage on your firearms just to make up for, you know, all that. But you're not gonna have any skill power. So where the hell your heals, your overheals, you know, your overdoses, your fucking booster shots that people like to use, and their defibs aren't gonna do really anything for them, no matter what they have. But from what I got from it, they're taking away to where you can't drop it and pop it. You know, like we get our main heals from, because you get more from that than you do from your actual heals. I mean, I haven't heard of anybody bitching about that. That sounds like something they just wanted to do. I mean, so where is all these other people supposed to get their heals from? I see all these YouTubers and shit, you know, talking about, oh, well, they think this is gonna come back into play now because of this. You know, I got a buddy of mine that's saying, you know, tactician DPS is gonna come back in. Well, my question is, are they gonna reset all the fucking gears that you've already made to set up for their shit? You know, that they messed up in the first place? Or are we gonna have to actually farm for the same shit again, just so we can get accustomed to this? I still think people are gonna use, you know, their shit the same way they got it now. And I'm not saying I'm striker reliant, but you know, when you got a build set up a way you want it, they always find some way to screw it up. Somebody bitches about something and it messes everything up. And now somebody has bitched up enough to where they're gonna nerf Striker, and now they're nerfing the box. That's gonna fuck a lot of people up on that term. I mean, so I'm kinda... You gotta be careful when you ask for a nerf, yo. Like, you gotta be careful. Because it's just like me and the buddies of mine that I always run with talk about. When somebody calls for a nerf, they don't just nerf it. Like, they don't just lower it a little bit, yo. They nerf that shit to the ground and everything that comes with it. Every time. And if you're a PvPer and you've been here since day one, you know it. I mean, I'm just gonna say it like it is. You know it. You have seen it. You have been through the updates. I mean, it's obvious every time. And 9 times out of 10, it's a PvEer that comes into the DZ, not knowing how to run their shit, not wanting to go rogue, and they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to actually PvP. 9 times out of 10. I didn't agree with the showstoppers and shotguns in general. I don't believe that they should give that kind of damage, but that's just me. Aim assist taken off of it would have been just fine. Gotten rid of the Cronus and everything.
Yeah, they're getting ready to push. I think we should move.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think they should have touched it.
Fall back.
But hey, we're gonna have to see where this shit leads you.
Oh my God,
I guess.
They're with us. Oh,
And
come on, guys.
I guess get used to it. But it's gonna fucking blow.
Oh, they pop tag too.
And if you PvP, you know.
Fuck it.
Snow, run.
Like, this shit, it's gonna blow.
Snow, get out of there. Snow, get out of there.
You can deny it and shit all you want, and you know it's gonna suck.
More people in the server came.
I'm just saying. So don't try to buttercoat it for everybody else,
Did you hear the guy?
or try to make it to where it sounds like you're not.
Did you hear the guy? Who the fuck are these guys?
You know exactly what's going on and shit like that, or you think this build's gonna come up now. You think this build's gonna come up now. Yo, they have always been there. Everybody just didn't know how to run it. You've run into people with Banshee, you've run into people with Pred, I've run into a bunch of people with Lone Star now. They just shred everything in their fucking past.
You guys are trying to kill me, yo.
So, I mean, the builds have been there, but nobody knew how to set them up to actually use them. So don't be saying these builds are gonna come up now because of Striker, yo. It's not the fact that Striker's getting nerfed that those builds are coming up. Those builds have always been there.
Oh, I can't.
Always. It's always been the problem of setting them up and actually being able to use them. So, I mean, it's not gonna... Nothing's really gonna change except for I hope and pray the Showstopper does, because I hate that motherfucker with the passion. I'd rather go against somebody using Cronus with an AR or SMG with fucking automatic headshots and shit than I would somebody with a Showstopper. Because of the fact that I have a feeling I can do better against a fucking M4 or a Lova or a fucking all that shit. I can do better, I feel like, against those guns than I can a shotgun. Just considering the pattern of the spread and the amount of rounds that come out.
Damn, Snow.
But hey, I wouldn't know. Most of the people we run into now have Cronus with Showstoppers. So I'm not really worried about it. But, I mean, that's just my little rant on the whole ordeal. I still got a whole thing I could go on about, and I can make this shit like 30, 45 minutes long, and just go on, not really a rant, but go through the updates of what they did, for the PvE and what they did for the PvP people and all this shit. And and at the end of the day, PvPers have gotten shit on constantly. And you know it. If you've been there, we've all been there, and they're helping everybody else out but us. We constantly keep getting shit on because people keep bitching because they don't know how to do it.
Oh my God, I'm gonna see if
And I don't give a shit if you don't like what I got to say. That's the bottom of the line.
81 gigabytes. I got it.
And that's where you ain't gonna change my mind about it. I don't care who you are. I don't give a shit. You constantly keep getting shit on if you PvP, and it's gonna keep happening. The more you body, the more times you're gonna get shit on. By the developers, by the updates, by everything.
I got like 5, 6 clips.
I am kind of glad that they're doing the getting away with the run in place glitch. That is a good part of it all. But everything else, other than the showstopper, just seems like bullshit to me in general.
That made me bold.
I don't know. I have a hard time believing that the developers know actually how to PvP and shit. I feel, and I'm not dissing on them. I love the game to death. It's like a love-hate relationship because I've been playing it since it came out.
Oh hell.
But I feel like y'all are listening to the PvE side of it instead of the PvP side. You could say you gave us skirmish, you could say you gave us survival, you could say you gave us last stand. Yo, that's not actual PvP. The dark zone is your PvP. The dark zone is what kept this game alive. Alright? The dark zone kept this game alive. When everybody was leaving, it was the dark zone, the PvPers, the people who loved this shit kept this game alive. Nobody else. People like to go against each other. Nobody else. I mean, like I said, it's not my game. I've just been playing it for 2 years since it came out. But I feel like y'all are listening more to the PvEs than y'all are to the PvP players. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how to learn to adapt to certain things. I had to adapt. I didn't step in here until the fucking the seeker meta, and then I kind of got better at it as I went
I'm
along.
watching a checkpoint.
But I mean, that's just my opinion.
What a night, yo.
And I'm sorry that it's so long. If you made it this far, I do appreciate everybody making it this far.
Oh my god.
Leave your comments and concerns at the end of the day. I mean, in the comment and shit. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
But other than that, if you got any questions, you can ask me. I got a shit ton of stuff I can keep up to. But I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a good day.